what's happening is that there's a large contingent of Dodger fans seated down the left field line, and they're doing their very own roll call, like what the Yankee bleacher creatures do.
Wow. That's got to be a first.
Yeah, they do travel, obviously. Dodgers are huge. And being from Brooklyn, there might be some throwbacks. I don't know.
But I've never heard another team get a roll call at Yankee Stadium.
And when Pantone 294 is in the house and you start hearing this reaction, without even seeing, you know why. They've got the flag pulled out in enemy territory. How in the world do you get a flag that big in here?
Welcome to another edition of the Pantone 294 podcast. This is episode 3. We are 1 week away from being officially 1 month old. I don't know what they do, but I remember when my daughter was born, I took a picture with a number 1 with her little onesie. I don't know if we can wear onesies here and just take a picture with the one.
I'm so down to wear a onesie.
Has it been 3 episodes?
Yeah, today's number 3.
This is episode 3. I did interview you guys before the podcast, so there was an interview out there that we talk about the beginning. It is on the Spreaker app, on the Spreaker website. If you're interested, if you want to know the beginning, I'll just put it to you this way: a towel is involved. A towel is involved in a garage.
What kind of towel?
A wet towel.
A wet towel?
A wet towel.
You know.
The usuals are here with me, Alex and Desiree. You can follow all of us on Twitter or Instagram at Pantone294. We'll talk about the individual handles in just a few moments. On today's show, we're going to talk. First of all, there's a giveaway. If you follow me on Twitter, I mentioned it last night, or I mentioned it on Wednesday, depending on when you're listening to this, that we're going to have a giveaway today. And the giveaway is going to be some awesome tickets to go check out the Harlem Globetrotters in Ontario. So I know we have a lot of listeners, not just here in Southern California.
We have a lot in the IE, Pomona, Fontana, Redlands.
But that's Southern California. I'm saying we have people outside of Southern California. I'm pretty sure you got fans, or not fans, but friends and family in Southern California. So if you want to enter the contest for them, of course, or if you think you're going to be here on February 17th, by all means, go ahead and enter the contest. We're going to give you details on this in just a few moments. But we have some shout-outs to give away. So, Alex, why don't you kick things off with the shout-out?
First shout-out goes to Edgar from Twitter at Dodger Garcia 32. He's actually one of the dads of one of our interns.
Nice.
So we just found out yesterday that he listens to our podcast. So
very cool.
Dad, Stephanie's doing a great job.
Yeah, all of our interns are doing an amazing job. So all the parents that are listening, because I know Jackie's parents are very involved as well. Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. Another shout out that we have is our buddy Tolan from Lumberland Co. Shout out to you guys. It's awesome what you guys are doing, and we're going to get into more details about that hopefully in the near future. But you guys listen to us from Massachusetts, so thank you so much for listening to and thanks for listening.
Shout out to that one guy at FanFest. He was from New Jersey. He was wearing a patch. I saw him about 100 yards away. I chased him down and I asked him if he lived in New Jersey. He said yes. Can't remember the city, but he came from New Jersey.
And those patches are very cool. Please, if you come to our events, let us know. I mean, if you're not from California, from Nevada, Texas, I don't know. Do you have patches for every single state?
We have patches for 35 states so far.
35 states.
35, yeah.
I was able to negotiate a deal where instead of doing 1,000 patches per state, I could do a run of 100, which is a little bit more cost efficient on our end, being that it is 50 states. So we've been doing patches in runs of 10 states. So currently we're at 35 states, and I have a special edition patch that it's from Huntington Park. I will be doing a giveaway for anybody who lives in my hometown of HP. It'll be up on social media soon.
Very cool. So keep an eye out for that. So and it's going to be on the Pantone 294 site?
Yeah, it's going to be on the... Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it'll be on the Pantone because I'm very proud from being from Huntington Park. I made like 20 extra patches, so I'm going to give them away.
Very cool. Very cool. Besides the patches, right now is the time to gear up on... there's an awesome T-shirt that was just re-released about the seats at Dodger Stadium.
Yes.
All the merchandise information, go to Pantone294.com. That's an awesome T-shirt. I really like that one. And the other one, is it from you guys where squat as if Seager is watching?
Yes.
Is that you guys' T-shirt as well?
Yeah, I'm actually very proud of that.
You came up with that one?
Yes.
Is that because you were squatting for Seager? Is that what it was?
You know what?
She doesn't squat.
I don't squat.
No.
I can't even do a push-up right now.
Well, on the last podcast, we said you were going to be running. You still haven't trained for the marathon.
No, look, but I haven't had a donut. So I'm really proud of myself.
Baby.
I have not had a donut, but I did eat Nutella the other day. So
And yogurt.
I'm trying my best. So we'll see how that goes. I want to say that the squat like Corey Seager is what was it? Squat like Corey Seager.
Squat like Corey Seager's watching you.
Watching you. Yes. That was like the only design that I submitted to Alex that he actually wanted. So I was just really proud of myself.
So you got shut down like 10 times? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, probably more. I had another one that was like 50 Shades of Blue because of the 50 Shades of Grey movie. He turned that one down. So if anyone's
I turned a
listening,
lot of them down.
yeah, he turned a lot of
I'm
them
pretty
down.
sure you
The
just gave
interns
somebody-
have submitted like 50 designs and only 2 of them got approved.
Yeah,
Man, it's like Shark Tank coming to you.
yeah,
It is.
it is.
I had piles of designs in my nope. One of my interns was like, "Boss, when are you gonna accept one?" I'm like, "When you give me a good design." Give me a good
I had a
design.
really good one too. Remember when Puig was first expecting? It was a baby Puig, and it said, "Don't look at me," and he turned that one down. And I thought that we could have totally sold that one.
Puig being a fan favorite, yeah, maybe. But
Yeah.
Alex has a vision. We have to just accept it, I guess, even if he's being hard on it.
Alex is not woke with what's
He's
cool.
not More trip information besides the merchandise is also on the website. We recently launched the information for the Colorado trip. It would have been cool to have the seats at the Mile High Park part of the park. Say that 3 times fast, but no, that's way too high. So tell me a little bit about that trip, guys.
Colorado's gonna be fun. We're gonna be going June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. It's a weekend trip. As Pantone, we've never gone on a group as a group, as a family. So we have 500 tickets for that event.
Nice.
Tickets are in the bleachers. We do have a hotel where you could get an awesome deal so that we could all stay together and travel as one. For this event, we're not offering airplanes. So if you plan on going,
So you're basically offering ticket and hotel accommodations. You got to find your way to get there.
yes.
Yes. And we're currently working on something to do as a group over there, whether it's a cool hike or, I don't know, something
we might
interesting.
go to the brewery, the Coors Light Brewery.
Yes.
Okay.
But we have to find something more family friendly, because we do have interns that are not 21 yet too, and we have a lot of families that come on our trips. So yeah.
In other words, they're bringing along babysitters, guys. Boom. No, I'm just kidding. No. Very cool. So all the information for that is also on the website, Pantone294.com. Tickets also, we talked about it on the last podcast. They've been launched for the Cardinals game. It's going to be September 15th. So ticket, and remember, the face value of these tickets is $58. And Alex, or not Alex, but Pantone, they're giving them away for $52.
52.
52. So can't go wrong with that. Go to the website, Pantone294.com. On today's show, so Monday, if you follow the guys on Instagram, Pantone294, at Pantone294, they went to San Diego, finalized a couple of things with the upcoming the Padres trip. And you say it wasn't eventful, but then we talked about, the flat tire. I'm just kidding. So just tell me, how was it? How was the San Diego
Well,
trip?
it started off bad. I was driving a nice car, and I dented a door.
Hold on. So you're driving a nice car.
Yes.
So
He had to rent a car because unfortunately I had my bag taken last week and my car key was in there. So I didn't have transportation to get us to San Diego. So he rented a really cool BMW.
you couldn't just rent just a regular, Hyundai?
Hey, you know what,
You
guys?
have to roll in
No,
style? Is that
you know
what
what?
it
I did the hipster thing. Turo. Go to Turo. It's an app. It's
Okay.
just like Airbnb.
Okay.
$70 for 2 days.
Yeah.
And you got a luxury.
I was
an
driving a
exotic-
$100,000 car for $70.
Amazing car.
For
I loved it.
$70.
Let's put it this way. We're driving and it'll beep at us because we're going over the speed limit. And as you're looking outside the mirror or the window, it's telling you the speed that you're going from the window.
People who have Beamers are be like, that's old news.
I know, right?
See, my Beamer's like 13 years old, so my Beamer doesn't do that. But yeah, guys, check it out. It's just like Airbnb. It's so cheap, $70. I mean, it was a little bit more expensive because I ended up denting a car, so it cost me a little bit more. But you can't beat that price. No. It's cheaper than going to your regular car rental at LAX.
Right.
It's worth it.
Right.
It was worth it. So, it started off on a bad day. So we ended up driving to San Diego.
Now, wait. Before we move on, because you said it started off on a bad day, but I did catch the beginning of your live video.
Oh God!
And exactly, she knows where I'm going with this.
Oh, that was after though. That was after.
So that was already after.
Yeah, the dent was already there.
So you're telling me the rapping was already after?
Yes.
Okay, so I have this thing when we go on long road trips with anyone who's in my car, I play my playlist.
And you have to rap.
And no, it's just okay.
No, Des is like a walking karaoke. She knows the lyrics to every single
That's how I
Exactly.
am. That's exactly how I am.
Any genre.
Any genre.
Like
jazz, like country,
We gotta go
rap.
karaoke.
I
Yeah,
can't
no,
keep
I
up with it.
suggested
I can't. It's
I'm
like
a little
literally,
disappointed.
I've never heard. She'll play a song I've never heard, and she knows every single word.
What if she plays a song that you have heard?
He's
I'll mumble it.
he'll mumble.
You mumble.
I'll mumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just can't.
I need to be
unleash your
buzzed. I need to
voice.
be buzzed.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll sing
Low-key,
along.
that's what I've heard from a couple of his friends.
Yeah. So there's people to back it up. Yeah.
I am the best singer in my car, just so that you guys know. But when I drive, there's been times that I go pick up food or I run an errand with my daughter, and my daughter is a little over 2 years old. And recently we played. I threw on Juan Gabriel. Can't think of the song, and I know it'll come to me right now. But my daughter, I'm not singing.
Noah?
I'm just listening. No, it wasn't that one. I can't think of it right now. I was going to say that, but no, it wasn't that one. Querida. It was Querida.
Dime como tú.
Yes.
Dime como tú. That one?
Oh, so you can sing. So look at this guy.
Oh my God.
I don't want to sing.
My daughter started singing the song. I mean, not word for word, but when the Querida, she'll go, ah. So that was like music to my ears, no pun intended, and like literally speaking, because that's how I am in the vehicle. So now I make sure to put on any song with a catchy hook. So that's pretty cool that I saw you singing that day. Okay, so the car accident, the dent happened, but the singing came afterward.
Yes.
Okay.
Like 3 hours.
3 hours after.
3 hours after, and it was like 3 hours of singing all the way to San Diego. And on the way back, I started to lose my voice, and I even told him, I'm like, I can't sing anymore, but I'm still gonna do it.
The show must go on.
Yeah.
Okay, so you went to San Diego.
Yeah.
Yes. We met with the Padres.
Cool.
We went to
Oh, give her a shout out. She was so awesome.
Stephanie Moss.
Stephanie.
Okay.
She's been our San Diego rep for the past 2 years. She's
Very
amazing to work with. Amazing.
Shout out Stephanie.
One of the best teams to work with.
Awesome.
I would want to say the Giants and the Padres have been the teams that we've worked with the best.
Oh,
Very accommodating.
Very
Very
cool.
accommodating.
And that's good to hear because
Super sweet,
those are the rivals of the
bubbly.
Dodgers.
Yeah.
So it's
No,
pretty.
of course.
That's interesting that on the professional level, it's actually nothing but great news.
Of course.
Awesome, very cool.
So we show up, get a small tour of like the corporate offices. We actually the field doesn't have grass. They had just the monster trucks there, so it's all piles of dirt and monster trucks and cars. One of the reasons we went was one, to pay for the tickets, and two, I wanted to get an accurate seating chart of the stadium. In the past, we've done seating charts, and I'll blame myself. My seating chart wasn't accurate. Okay. So instead of having her do it, I just wanted to do it my way. We drove San Diego. We got an accurate seating chart. So I know if Frank's hearing this, he's gonna bust my head on it. So yeah, you just want to make it an accurate seating chart so that when people ask to be seated next to other people in the stadium, I have an accurate seating chart.
Mm-hmm. So it was cool. She showed us around. She asked us, kind of to like take a seat. We want to make sure there's no obstructed views. Okay. Because I know that was an issue in one of our trips. There was like, I don't know, one person, two people who like had like the
there was a beam that was blocking home plate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That could be an issue. That could definitely be an issue. Mm-hmm. And that's just a testament to how you guys take this serious, because, and that's one of the things that I told them, it's the 7 years of experience that you've done this trip so many times already. Maybe not 7 years, but you've done this trip continuously, that you already know what you need to look forward to, what obstacles you may have, to make sure that you give. Because sure, there's Pantone 294 fans that are your repeated customers, and they keep coming back, and we appreciate you guys for coming back to the trips. But you're also going to have that one particular person who's never done a trip like this.
Right.
Who's never gone to San Diego. Beautiful park, by the way. If you've never been to Petco Park, I love that park.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful park. So if you have a first timer, and they sit behind a beam,
that's a
gonna
bad experience.
That's gonna stay on their mind forever, and it might not come back to you guys, but it might come back to you and say, no, why would I travel with them? I can't even see the game. So
word of mouth is very powerful.
Absolutely.
So
social media.
Exactly. So all it takes is that one time to be like, hey, you went on that trip, and them just say, oh, you know what? I didn't have a good experience. I didn't even get to see the game. There was a beam in the way. There was someone's big head. I don't know.
Right.
But all it takes is that one time for people, and then that just trickles down, and that's like potentially 20 people that it gets to.
You're probably referring to Mario, huh? Because he has a big head.
So tickets are done. Deposits made. Yeah. And when is that trip, by the way? I'm trying to find it in your calendar.
It's on a Monday.
Is it Monday?
So, okay, last year we did San Diego, and we did 2,100 seats, but it was a weekend game. This year we're going smaller. I think we're getting only like 700.
654, I believe is the exact number.
Yeah, I mean, we're going smaller. It's a Monday. I don't think we're going to do buses for this particular trip, just because everyone's going to have to go at their own pace.
Right.
But we still wanted to have a group activity there because it's Petco Park.
We've already sold 200 tickets. We haven't even promoted it.
Yeah.
And it's a Monday.
July 9th.
I mean, maybe we shouldn't even be speaking about this trip because a lot of people are going to call out of work. So hopefully no one's boss is listening to this podcast.
Well, and you know what? If boss is, and you're curious to know, if you have an employee that's not there on July 9th, and you happen to see they have a lot of Dodger blue in their desk, I think you have an idea where they're going to be at. Just saying. Well, very
and we
cool.
do take a lot of pictures, so if you're an employee that should not be there, make sure not to get in front of our cameras.
Be responsible, guys. If you're going to take some time off, just put in the vacation day already. Come on now. There's nothing worse than having to call out sick or trying to lie or not be upfront with your employer. And then social media is huge. You're gonna want to. I mean, let's be honest. Social media is there for two reasons. Number one, to kind of put out your message and what you're doing, and number two, to brag. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna be bragging about, hey, I'm at Petco Park right now with the Dodgers, with like 600 other Dodger fans, and we're basically having the time of our lives. But if you did not do it correctly from your job, you won't be able to do that. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So that's what happens on Monday. You came back. Everything was cool.
Another like 2-3 hours of singing, by the way.
Nice.
No, it was long on the way back. It felt like forever. It felt like forever.
Yeah, it probably felt like long. Yeah.
I fell asleep. No, did I fall asleep? She drove and she took over the car.
Yeah, it was fun.
And then she started speeding. You hear the beep, 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 beep,
man,
beep.
I was trying. I was like, because when he was driving, all I kept hearing in between my song verses were, Boop! And I'm like, come on, Alex, control yourself. Don't speed. I get in the car and immediately, beep, beep. So, yeah.
So you were a worse driver is what you're saying.
Well, it kind of depended on the song because when I get a little bit too excited, my foot excelled. And no, I'm kidding.
The chorus, when the chorus kicks in.
Yeah. You know, those rock songs.
There you go. There you go.
The jazz. I should have played jazz all the way back. But
you're listening to the Pantone 294 podcast right here on actually, I don't know what you're listening to. Either your phone, your computer, your car. Thank you so much. Wherever you're listening. In about 5 more minutes, I'm going to have the information how you can enter to get some Harlem Globetrotter tickets. There's going to be 3 ways for you to enter. So best of luck, and we'll get to the information in just a few moments. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter. The social media for Pantone is Pantone294. The individual are Alex, just the way it sounds, ALEXUUR. Desiree is Pretty Bird with 2 R's, 2 Y's, and 2 R's again. No, 2 T's, sorry. 2 T's, 2 Y's, 2 R's. And then myself, it's Gabe Real Sports, GABEREAL Sports.
Someone's
My
hungry.
tummy's growling.
I thought I thought the ceiling cracked, bro. No.
Oh my god.
I was like,
I know, you heard that. That's Jabba the Hutt right there.
And I was trying to like get back too, so like it wouldn't pick up on the mic.
I think you made it. You made it.
can you edit that so it's like a little bit louder?
No,
Yeah.
guys, look. Okay,
I'm just gonna.
Alex and Gabe told me to be here on time at 8.
Don't even
Alex's
start. Don't even start.
Alex's
Don't even
words, exact words were, "Don't waste people's time and show up at 8:05, 8:10, 8:15."
8 o'clock.
I was here at exactly like
Gabe,
7:59.
we had this conversation
No.
in the car.
No,
But
no,
wait,
no.
there's a backstory.
No.
Let everybody people know. All right, you showed up on time.
I showed up on time, and they had me waiting here.
All right, guys.
for,
So
like,
this
a
is
good, like,
this is
20
what happened.
minutes.
So
No. Excuses
you
are
were here at 8. Good job.
no. Yeah, but all I'm saying is,
I'm gonna step myself back out of this
no.
conversation.
No, this is us being us. You know, this is
Look.
what goes on in the office.
In order to be on time, I left my teddy bear at home. I forgot to feed him. I forgot to take him out for his walk. So now I'm gonna have to call his grandma and ask her to politely take him out for a walk.
All right, but let me explain to everybody else that's listening what happened. So wake up at 5:30 early. Gotta shower the girls. I got 2 girls. Gotta shower myself. Gotta do their hair. It's not the best hair, but do a ponytail.
He tries.
I try.
It's getting better. Yeah.
I'm rushing out the door
same.
because I told her to be there at 8. You were gonna be here. You said you were gonna be here at 7:30. I was like, I can't make 7:30, but I'll try to be there at 8. I'm rushing out the door. Put the girls in the car. Can't find my keys. Where my keys at? I left my keys in the house. The door is locked. So I called my landlord, which is also a good friend of mine. I could be there. I'm like, cool, you know what? 10 minutes. He's like, I could be there in an hour. I'm in Tustin. I'm like, oh, great. Desiree, she lives in Highland Park. It'll take her an hour to get here. It's not going to work. My dad has a spare key.
Morning traffic.
Yes.
Keep that in mind. LA
My
morning
dad
traffic.
has a spare key. Where you at? I'm in Inglewood. It's not going to happen, right?
No.
Gabe lives in the IE. He might be on the 60. I call Gabe. Gabe, where are you? Gabe, where are you? Let me tell my story. Stop it.
Well, dude, we're low budget. We're adding the special effects here, brother.
All right, so I call Gabe, right? Gabe, where you at? I'm off the 60. Gabe, can you pick me up? I sent him my address. What did you say, Gabe?
I'm there, bro.
10 minutes. He was there. Picked me up, took my daughters to school, came to work. We're here at 8:30. It happens.
Life happens.
And I'm over here singing all by myself for like the last like 30 minutes.
Guys. And you know what? I'm going to have to make a plaque that says Des showed up on time. So I think this is the first
Actually,
time that
I
she
think
showed
it'd
up
be
on time.
better to make one that said Alex was late.
Because I'm
Finally.
never late.
There's the businesses that say that X amount of days without an accident. You should have one of those, like X amount of days. So
Like an incentive.
Like an
Oh,
incentive.
and you could buy me donuts.
I
Like
don't know.
if I do
Yeah,
a month without being late.
I'll probably
Donuts.
win. It's just one donut.
One donut a year. That's not a bad
Yeah, it's
bargain.
not bad.
You know, it's not- yeah, there you go.
Cheap date.
But yeah, so I did. When he messaged or called me, actually, I was literally
At the exit where I live.
Yeah, probably like
Perfect
talking
Perfect
timing.
timing.
perfect timing.
It was meant to be.
If he would have called a minute later, it would have been like an additional 10 minutes because of morning, or
would've
15 minutes because just I would have missed the exit. I had to make a U-turn, and morning traffic is a pain in the butt. So very, very cool. Kind of sidetracked it a little bit there, but
was fine.
it was awesome.
Let's do it again.
No, but you have a softball tournament coming up. Let's give information, details on that. People have been asking about that. What's going on with the softball tournament?
So basically, every year we always get inquiries on, hey, can Pantone sponsor our little league? Is
We
there
get
anyone?
one a day.
Yeah.
At least for the past 6 months.
Yes. And unfortunately, we cannot help everybody, but we hate saying no to kids. So what we did was we collaborated and we're like,
I tell
what
my
can
daughters
we-
all the time, no.
Okay, well, I can't say no to kids. It's hard for me to say no to kids. So what we did was we came up with a game plan. We're going to have 16 teams. We're going to hold our first charity co-ed softball tournament. 16 teams,
$700 is your fee.
Yes, $700 is the fee. All the money, all the proceeds, they're going to go to sponsoring 10 Little League teams.
Very cool.
So basically what we're going to do is we're going to have people sign up for those teams, pay the proceeds. I believe it comes with pizza, it comes with drinks, a trophy for the winner. It's going to be held at Big Little Dreams.
Big League Dreams.
Big League Dreams. I keep saying Big Little Dreams, but it's going to be held at Big Little Dreams in West Covina.
Big League.
Big League Dreams in West Covina. It's going to be a really great time and a really, I want to say if you're into helping other people and you're wanting to put some smiles on these kids' faces,
Absolutely.
definitely join, get a team together. I think we did the math. If you have
It comes to $43.75 per team if you max out the team. Per person. If you max out the team.
Yes. So those 40-something dollars, it's going to put a smile on a Little League team who does not have funding. Also, if you're a Little League team who wants to be sponsored potentially by us or just want to have your name in that drawing, we'll be putting out a link. Send us an email, let us know that, you're interested in being one of those teams that does get sponsored. And what we'll do is we'll put everyone's name into a bowl, and we'll just on live just pull out 10 names, and those are going to be the 10 teams that Pantone sponsors. I like that idea more than having to say no and having to pick. And we do have a lot of friends that have children, and how do you tell your friends no and then still stay fair to the rest of the people?
Fair,
exactly. So
it's not an easy thing.
We were really lucky and fortunate to be able to sponsor 2 teams this year or this past season, and we have the plaques up, so we're hoping that whatever team we do sponsor, you guys send us a plaque, because we will so happily post it and
we'll show it off. Absolutely.
Yeah, we love the kids, and this is just going to be a really fun time for everybody.
Very cool. So all that information is on the website again?
Yeah.
Pantone294.com.
Everything's on the website. We have a blog post about it. We're going to be promoting it more.
Cool.
April 14.
April 14.
That's roughly like 2 months away from now.
Yes.
So plenty of time.
Yes.
And
by the way, we've already sold 6 teams, so we're down to 10.
Yes.
So it's a total of 16 teams.
16 teams.
And the tournament's all in one day, right?
Yes. It starts at 8 o'clock, and I think the championship game is at 6. It guarantees you at minimum 3 games. Not bad, right? It's like $10 a game.
Yeah,
and it's co-ed.
And it's all for charity. It's all for the kids. It's all for charity. 1,000%.
If you don't do it, you're basically saying you hate the children.
Yeah.
That's basically what you're saying. So don't send that message out. Don't say
can we
I hate
key
the
in
children.
some violin, some really, really sappy violin right now?
I that was my goal for today. I was gonna bring in my sound effects, because I don't want to get caught watching Frozen again like I did previously.
Oh gosh, yeah. I was like, Gabe, what are you doing?
Let it go. Yeah, very very cool. So guys, just Pantone294. All the information is on their website or on social media. You cannot not see that. Okay, contest time. How you can do, or what you gotta do if you want to go see.
Wait, hold on. Drum roll.
There you go. We're gonna give away 3 family 4-pack tickets.
So that's 12 tickets.
That's a total of 12 tickets. Okay. 2 ways I'm gonna give away right now. Another way is something that people that follow me know. Besides listening to this podcast on Spreaker.com or any website, you can also listen to it through the radio station that I work for, AM 590, on Saturdays at 6:30. So one way, you potentially have 3 ways of entering if you play your cards right. For sure, right now you're gonna be able to enter 2, and then 1 more. You're gonna have to listen on Saturday. If you're listening right now on the radio, then continue listening. The information is gonna come up momentarily. But if you're listening to this through the podcast, you're going to have to come back on Saturday at 6:30 to find out the other special way for you to enter. I mean, it's 4 tickets. You can't go wrong. But anyway, so here it is. We want to build the following on our Instagram and our Twitter pages. So there's going to be a picture that we're going to post to promote this podcast. Once you see that picture, you're going to comment on their done. You're going to comment on their I love the pod. Whatever you want to comment. It could be, you know what? I don't like his voice. You guys laugh too much. Doesn't matter.
Why are you describing Desiree?
I'm sorry. Look, I don't want to be the Chanel West Coast of the podcast.
So just comment the picture, but you also have to follow the 4 social media accounts that are Pantone294, Alex at AlexUUR, Desiree at Pretty Bird with 2 T's, 2 Y's, and 2 R's, and myself, Gabe Real Sports. So once you follow all 4 of those platforms and you comment, that's your ticket in. You can do that through Instagram. You can do that through Twitter. We opened it to both of them because a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't have either of those." But let's be honest, we all have a social media account. But if you don't have any social media, well, I suggest you open one because you're missing out on a lot of cool breaking stuff that we do. Desiree was rapping for you earlier this week.
Yeah.
You would have seen that.
Yeah.
So
and I was sober doing it.
And she was sober. So awesome, guys. Do you have anything else coming up? I know we talked about St. Louis. We talked about Colorado.
Yeah, next week.
Spring
in 2 weeks, we're going to spring
It's
training.
Valentine's Day. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, of course, yeah.
No one cares about that. That's another made-up
I
business.
love Valentine's Day.
What
If anyone
What
would
are you
like
gonna
to
be,
send,
what are you gonna be doing?
if anyone would like to send me heart-shaped donuts, or actually maybe some carrots wrapped in like a heart-shaped bow or something, because we are getting ready for that JT marathon.
There you go.
We can totally do that. Yeah.
Well,
But I love chocolates and teddy bears and donuts.
looking forward to catching some pictures reporting on the 13th.
I like how you ignored that, Gabe.
I don't think he
If
ignored
you
it.
want,
I don't think he ignored it. We could let's go along spring
I
training.
mean, she gave her plug. Hopefully you get your heart-shaped donuts. All power to you. I don't even know what I'm gonna do for my wife yet.
Buy her a puppy.
No, we have a dog. But yeah, anyways.
Spring training.
Spring training. What about it?
Sidetracked.
Okay,
Spring
so
training.
basically we are hitting spring training
Not once,
minimal,
not
once,
twice.
not twice,
Three
but
times.
3 times
Three
this year. The first time it's just going to be Alex, myself, and the team.
Cool.
All heading up there. I believe he booked the Airbnb
We booked this amazing
3-story.
15 rooms, 30 bedrooms, 30 beds, pool
Don't
table.
get
We got
carried
a pool.
away.
We got an arcade
We do have a
room.
a pool.
We have a bowling alley too.
Do we have a bowling?
Yeah, we have a tennis court, basketball. It's amazing. It's huge.
Okay, it's not that big, but it is pretty big. It's going to fit all 14 of us.
I mean, everything he mentioned is going to be there on a
Yeah.
app, on a phone. Somebody's going to have the bowling app on their
Yeah.
phone.
I never said
There
we
is
had
a pool.
You know?
But yeah, no, we're taking the team there. We're hoping that this is like the first team bonding experience. So I am updating my playlist. Guys, please get ready. This is going to be really fun. And I had an idea of maybe videoing all of us kind of singing on the way. So be prepared for that. I'm definitely going to do that. And
I really need that violin sound effect right now. Alex's face is just dreading that trip right now.
You know
That
what?
drive.
But see, the driver gets to control the music, right?
Well,
No.
there you go.
No,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I was driving and being passenger, and I
Yeah, and
still
that's why you
controlled
were
it.
speeding.
No,
You got the beep, 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 beep.
but yeah, so we're really excited. It's gonna be a really fun time, just a bonding experience, and have everyone just kind of, I don't know, experience spring training the way that Alex and I, there's a purpose for us going. We obviously want to take a bunch of pictures and see the players and prospects.
It
And
did give me some sort of excitement when I saw the Tommy Lasorda bobblehead, the huge one in the truck for the Dodgers Instagram account earlier this week when they said we're on our way to Camelback, because they basically took a picture. I think it was the photographer John So.
John So.
I think he took that picture, and it did give me some sort of excitement. We're 1 week away from actually seeing the 2018 Dodgers hit the field. Alex, though.
I'm not excited yet.
He's
I still.
You know what? There's a story behind Tommy. So last year was my first year attending spring training.
Okay.
And so Alex, I got really excited because I seen Tommy like next to his bobblehead, and they had a table set up for him.
So you saw the bobblehead Tommy and the real
Tommy. By the way, Tommy is there every single day. But so Alex is like, okay, when you broke my pen?
Yeah, sorry.
God. Guys, by the way, that pen is not yours.
It's in my desk.
Yeah.
It's in my desk.
Okay, back to Tommy. So I was really excited because I was like, holy crap. Oh, can I say crap?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, holy nachos. Like, I'm about to see.
Can I say crap? Yeah. Holy nachos.
I'm about to see Tommy. For me, that was really exciting. And then Alex tells me, Des, I just want to give you the heads up. Like, sometimes Tommy may not be in the best of moods. So,
yes.
Yeah. So going up there, I was like, oh my goodness. Like, I'm really excited to see him. But at the same time, I'm really nervous.
Kind of wish you wouldn't have told her that.
Yeah.
Just to see what the reaction would have been.
And I kid you not, when I went up there, I was very hesitant. And I think I stood back. There's even a picture that he took of me. I'm like 2 feet away from the table. And Tommy's
with
like...
the stick, like if he's in a bite.
And I'm just like, all I wanted was a picture of Tommy. And I was like, Tommy, can I please have a picture of you? He's like, yeah, hon, come here. I'm like, no, just of you. Like, because I was so nervous. But yeah,
and she ended up taking a Polaroid photo of him as well.
Yeah, I took a cute little Polaroid photo of him and asked him to sign it. I don't think he realized what he was signing because it was blank. It hadn't developed. So he kind of gave me this weird look like,
what's this?
Yeah. But yeah, sorry, I had to share my Tommy moment.
No, I met Tommy at the Citizens Business Bank Arena a few years back. He had a special event with the Ontario Fury that night. And there was a little meet and greet in the back, and I happened to do some radio business with him. And he shared his story of when he met his wife.
Oh.
And actually, you know what? I may have to find that interview. It was with my show host. But I may have to throw that up on the podcast, on the Spreaker page for all you Dodger fans. If you have heard the story, great. If you have not, this may be something for your liking because it's a very cool story of the way he shared meeting his wife for the first time. It's a very cool. I can't remember the details right now, but it was such a very cool story.
I want to hear it. I can't wait to hear it.
Love is in the air, Alex. I'm sorry.
It's not. Not this year.
Love is in the air.
But you're a hugger.
I'm a hugger. I'm a hugger. Tight hugger too.
Any Tommy story that you have?
I saw him at Disneyland.
Okay.
You seen him at Disneyland?
Yeah, I want to say like 6 years ago.
Did he have Mickey ears?
No. I had a Dodger hat. I was wearing my Dodger jersey, my Dodger jacket. I see him from like 200 yards away. Is that Tommy?
He's very calculated with his yards.
Tommy.
No, he is.
Tommy. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good at actually. Yeah, numbers. So then, as he gets closer, it's Tommy. And I say, "Hey, Mr. Lasorda, can I shake your hand? Can I take a picture?" He looks at me and he says, "No," and he keeps on walking.
Was that the first time you met him?
That's the first time I had met him. Oh. I was so disappointed.
Okay, but to Tommy's defense, maybe he was trying to get in line for a ride.
No, it was on Main Street. On Main Street.
Maybe he was looking for the churro guy.
They have very awesome desserts on Main Street.
Yeah,
they really do.
I mean,
no one even knew who he was. It was by himself. I saw him walk 200 yards and no one even asked him anything. I just said, I just want to shake your hand.
That's weird.
I have friends who make fun of me because I told them the story like instantly, and they always tell me no. And that's the Tommy story. No.
Oh my God!
If somebody
Mario says no like that to you,
no, Jaime. I told Jaime the story.
If somebody creates a meme of like Tommy saying no to this guy, or I don't know, I just see memes popping up left and right.
Every time I see Tommy, I don't ask for an autograph. I don't ask for a picture. I didn't at spring training. I was like 10 feet away. I didn't care.
He's salty.
But it's Tommy Lasorda.
I know.
And we know the story. He can be grumpy at times.
Yeah.
People have made comments.
First impressions count.
People have made comments like,
what do you think?
I'm sorry, but if first impressions count, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who will agree to this. Alex does not make the best first impression. He comes off very grumpy.
No, not grumpy.
Yes.
Grumpy the cat? Is that what I say?
No.
Yeah. JoJo, if you're listening to this, can you?
Oh yeah, I didn't like
Yeah.
JoJo. Didn't like me. I didn't like JoJo either.
JoJo has been on every single Pantone trip.
Every single
Pantone trip.
Since dating back to 2009.
Yes.
She's, other than myself, JoJo is the only guest, family member, fan, supporter, the only person who has gone on every single Pantone trip since it started in 2009.
I'm just throwing it out there, but I think we need a JoJo plaque somewhere in this office. Something.
So even though there's like tension between you and JoJo,
Oh no,
no, they love each other now. That's where I'm getting at is the fact that first impressions don't always mean anything.
Okay.
It could be the start of a wonderful friendship.
No, that relationship, it's a love and hate relationship. We fight a lot.
I would like to meet one person that does not fight with you.
I think right here, Gabe, I don't think I've ever had an argument.
I don't think we fight yet.
Like with that, I think it's an everyday thing. We have an argument every single day.
But that's the relationship you guys have. You guys work together.
Yeah.
She's your work wife, basically.
She pisses me off.
Interesting to know what listeners think. Is there any? I'm trying to remember. I think I did have a bad experience with someone, and I can't remember off the top of my head right now. I know for sure, and it's not because he's an angel, but if I were to ever meet Albert Pujols, I will not shake his hand or nothing.
What did he do to you?
He didn't do anything to me personally.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do anything to me, but I take it personal what happened when he got his, and I think it was 600 home run. Is that what 600 or 500? The milestone home run
Friday night left field
that happened last year. The kid that caught the ball gave it back to him by the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you recall seeing the interview, and I remember seeing the interview where Pujols was not really being, not supportive, but what's the word? Like close, like encouraging with the kid, like appreciative. That's the word.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see him being appreciative. As soon as the interview was done, normally for what I've seen, these players stick around with whoever it is
to meet the fan,
to meet him, talk to him. The dude just turned, and I'm not. I mean, look it up, guys. Pujols turned around and walked straight into the dugout. I don't know if he talked to his teammates or went in straight into the clubhouse, but just let the kid hang in there.
Oh, that's terrible.
And we're all baseball fans here. I don't know if you know the gentleman, Zach Hample. He's a Ballhawk. He catches baseballs and
well aware of him.
He caught 3,000 the 3,000 hit for A-Rod.
Mm-hmm.
He kept the ball. He didn't give it back to A-Rod till a couple of days later. Then he got a check for $150K for the charity that he works for, or that he's associated with. But even him, he kept it. He thought about it. He thought about his plans. This kid in Angel Stadium, this would have been a life-changing ball for him. Had he sold it, kept it for his collection, what have you.
Yeah.
This ball would have changed his life.
Yeah.
I'm thinking by the end of like 7th inning, he already made up his mind that he was going to give it back to Pujols. And that's the reaction that he got. That's the treatment that he got.
Oh, man, that's terrible.
So that's the reason why. So I sympathize a lot for the fan. I like to talk to. I feel like I'm a fan myself, and if I would have been in his shoes, I would have been disappointed.
Yeah,
of course. Going back to Hample, he caught Trout's first home run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and he actually, and I think it was in St. Louis. It was somewhere. I can't remember what city it was. He gave it back to Trout, and he didn't ask anything in return. He just wanted to shake his hand or meet him or something like that.
Yeah.
And now everywhere he goes, Trout sees him, recognizes him. Now, of course, Zach is a dude that
Zach has a
love and hate relationship.
He has a personality. He's I don't want to say clown. He's not a clown. He's a character. That's the word.
Yes.
He's a character.
He really is.
I dislike him because he pushes kids. I've seen it myself, but I love him. I love his passion and his collection. So it's like a love and hate. Like I've seen him personally push kids.
Really?
Yes. He'll go there on Twitter and he'll go on his blog.
That's not on the videos.
Yes. Of course. He's the producer. Of course he's not going to put it in. He's the producer.
He gives the kids the ball.
Exactly. But he doesn't show when he pushes kids away. And I've seen it personally at Dodger Stadium.
No.
Yes. I will vouch.
Zach, if you're listening, send us a message. We'll love to have you on.
I know he has a Twitter battle going on with this John Heyman from CBS or Yahoo Sports, who called him out. And I would back up John because I've seen him do it.
You've seen him push
I've
kids.
seen him push kids.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah.
See, I do see his YouTube videos, especially now when there's like no baseball, because he shows you behind the scenes, in cool stuff at ballparks.
Yeah.
But I never thought he pushed
this is before he started doing YouTube videos. Before it was all blogging, so I would read his blog every single day. He would go to all our. He upgraded to, I think he has somebody who follows him with the cameraman. Before that, it was all blogs. So no one got to see what he was doing. I would follow him. I was a big fan. But then when I saw him at Dodger Stadium pushing people, I was like, all right, you can't do that.
No. You got to get the ball fairly. And especially when
I'm not saying it happens all the time.
Right.
But I saw him once. It's not like he pushed him with both hands. He kind of just like
stepping out of like,
it's not like he pushed him, but it's like, he's aggressive. He's aggressive.
No, he had to reach his 10,000 milestone. No. We're interested to know what you guys think. Is there a ball player? Is there a fan? Not a fan, but a certain celebrity, somebody out there that rubbed you off the wrong way, and you are like Alex, who would just no matter what, nope, no. Oh,
there you go, that one.
Yeah, no. Or do you believe in forgive and forget? At the end of the day, a lot of these people, they're humans as well. Mm-hmm. They have. There's another story that I heard about Pujols. I'm not going to share it right now, but maybe in a future podcast. But there's another one that I heard about kids as well, that he did something that rubbed me the wrong way. So it's two things. To me, he hasn't done nothing personal. But just to me, that story, when I saw the interview, I'm like, that's not how you do business, man.
No.
But curious to know, let us know. Social media, Pantone294, and then our individual accounts. Pretty Bird with 2 T's, 2 Y's, 2 R's. Alex with Alex, UUR, or myself, Gabe, Real Sports. Make sure you join the contest if you want to take your family to see some Harlem Globetrotters. It'll be February 17th, and you have the option of going to the 2 o'clock game or the 7 o'clock game. Just a little FYI, it is All-Star Weekend. That night is the dunk contest, the 3-point competition, all that good stuff. So if you're a diehard basketball fan, you probably do not want to go to the 7 o'clock game. But throwing that out there, you have some options. Any closing commentary from you guys?
Guys, if there's something you want us to touch on or talk about, go ahead and tweet us. You could tweet us individually. You could tweet us at Pantone. Mm-hmm. You could send us a DM. We are going to start taking questions and answering them on the podcast. So if you can just go ahead and start throwing them at us, whether it's personal, what does Alex do in the morning, first thing he wakes up, what is Gabe's favorite interview, what's Dez's favorite donut, just go ahead and let us know, like how I threw that out there.
She's really pumping the donuts.
Chocolate.
Yeah, it is chocolate.
Well, there's goes the question.
And not chocolate glaze? It's not chocolate. It's chocolate, like brown. Like the bread.
Like the Winchell's breaded chocolate. Like everything is
like brown
chocolate. Yeah.
It's no coincidence that Winchell's literally a block from this establishment. Just saying.
FYI.
It's no coincidence.
Come by.
If you're gonna come by, come with donuts.
But no, on the real, just go ahead and start submitting your questions to us. We're really excited. We're hoping to keep you guys engaged with this podcast and keep putting out content that you want to see.
And just one last shout out that we're fans with Justin Turner. Justin Turner earlier this week, the Justin Turner Foundation, they gave a Perseverance Award to Vic the Brick from AM 570. Huge fans of Vic the Brick. I met him numerous times. I met him when I covered the Laker games, and very, very cool guy, down to earth. And so when he went down, I did take a hit because I love talking to him. Such a cool guy. So very cool. Justin Turner. You can follow him, Red Turn 2, and the foundation, JT Foundation 10. Until next time, thank you so much for listening to the Pantone 294 podcast. Please send us your messages. And
let us know what you think.
Yeah, please. We're open books.
If you're a business owner, call me.
Absolutely. We're reaching a lot of fans, a lot of people. If you're a business owner who wants to put your business on the podcast, reach out to contact at Pantone294.com. Contact at Pantone294.com. Thanks for listening. Until next time.
Bye, guys.
Peace.